Unilever, a Dutch-British transnational consumer goods company, according to 2012 revenues, was world's largest consumer goods company. It manufactures foods, beverages, cleaning agents, and personal care products. It is one of the oldest companies, and today it is present in 190 countries with 400 brands. Unilever launched 3 brands of soaps, that is Lifebuoy, Lux, and Dove. And we also got to remember that after Procter & Gamble, Unilever spends the most on advertisement. And when it comes to Lifebuoy, in Pakistan, it is amongst the most advertised brand soap. It has its own dedicated website, it has its dedicated YouTube channel with 62 videos, and it is using the biggest film industry names for advertisements, besides adopting latest trends guided by Unilever's huge R&D. With such sound credentials, why Lifebuoy fails to deliver? Well, if history is a guide, Lifebuoy was most popular soap of America from 1923 to 1950s. From 1950s, it was a road downhill, culminating at its complete pullout from American market in 2006. In 2008 and 9, Unilever went back to US market with Lifebuoy Classic. After some good reception, it met the same neglect from the public. Today, it's present in many countries, but as discussed, it seems a lost battle. Being fair to Unilever, they did what any parent company would do to salvage a doomed brand, bringing about all the changes, adjustments, using all their expertise, R&D recommendations. After all, Unilever owns Lux, Dove, and Rexona, which are popular and successful brands of soap. So the question remains, what is wrong with Lifebuoy? Well, the answer is perception. First issue, Lifebuoy was a product of economically lean America of 1920s through World War II, as was Pakistan of 1950s and 60s. It did great business being cheap, but when both countries economically picked up, America after World War II and Pakistan in 1970s, they wanted change, and they did change. But when people change, their memories do not change. They all remembered that Lifebuoy was a soap of the poor. Lifebuoy's second issue was Lifebuoy was meant to kill the germs. It was antiseptic, or was meant to be used when body smells due to excessive sweating. So it was not a normal beauty soap. Similarly, in Pakistan, being cheap, it was used to wash and bathe kettles, earning a reputation of inferiority. Lifebuoy's third issue was it tried to change everything except its name. Well, the perception of Lifebuoy was its name followed by its red color. Lifebuoy reminded people of their poor days, of Lifebuoy being soap of the people who get dirty. Lifebuoy tried to change it with R&D led all the right moves except one, that is their name. Lifebuoy was a great name for gone by economically lean decades, but it was a negative baggage now. That is what pure statistics can never tell you. The 3 lessons learned are: perceptions don't change, and building perception is a choice, but changing perception is generally not a valid and intelligent option. And lastly, when change is required, don't forget to change the name of the product. And lastly, how these lessons apply to our lives. Let's view some of the images here. Well, what all these images brought to our minds is an open secret. And let's recall, building perception is a choice. It is our choice. That is why grooming and upbringing are so very important. Reputation and perception start with self. What we think of ourselves, and to safeguard our image and reputation, how we act. But with kids, we need to help them build a positive self image for them and also train them to carry it with them as the most important asset of their lives. Let's keep in mind it was Unilever that built and sustained the image of twin brothers, that is, Lifebuoy and Lux. It is in your hands today to make your kids a Lifebuoy or the Lux. May Allah accept this. May He make it easier to understand and act upon. Ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen.